Back here at the Sawyer Motors Car Show, joined by a couple multi-year Stallions. Tyler Germanowski, his second year in Saugerties. Tyler Kelder, his third season with the Stallions. And I've kind of dubbed you Mr. Stallion because that's to be here for 3 summers is really impressive. And I guess for both you guys, why'd you guys decide to come back this year?
You know, I think it's a class act program here. The Henshies and the Wickhams do a great job taking care of us and making sure we have anything we could need to succeed. And honestly, it was an easy decision to come back. They just take such good care of you, and can't find that anywhere else.
Yeah, it's a really easy decision. Like, I mean, for me, it's really close to home, so I live at home. That's a good part. They take care of us really, really well. It's good baseball. I've had success, so it's an easy decision to always come back.
And Tyler, what's it like to play so close to home?
It's fun because you always see people you know at the game. Family members are always there. Yeah, it's just nice to be home, honestly. I don't have to travel very far and everything.
What's it like also been to play with, you know, former teammates such as like Jeff Hainer and Fritz Genther, who are now on the team?
Yeah, that's always cool because you like kind of miss playing with some guys you play with from high school, so getting to play with them again is really cool. Like, you don't see many guys a lot, like especially Fritz. Like, it's been a while since I played with him or played against him or anything, so it's cool to be back on the field with him.
Now, I've noticed that when our social media director, Ben Boris, made the Wallpaper Wednesday stuff, both of you guys were in high demand from your St. Bonaventure teammates. Is that like a thing that they would be, I don't know, or do they follow the Stallions on Twitter and really push for that stuff? Because a couple of the guys were nonstop tweeting Ben to get you guys some wallpapers.
I just think TK he's formed a good fan club. He's got a lot of groupies following him around, so.
Yeah, I don't know
local celebrity.
Yeah, I guess so. Don't know how to react.
What are some things that you've both been trying to work on this summer?
For me, it's just the transition from really becoming a thrower to a pitcher and starting to learn how to just hone it in with a few different pitches, and instead of missing big, having quality misses, and really just learn how to pitch as opposed to being just a thrower.
And Tyler, a few games ago, you hit 96 on the radar gun. Is that the hardest you've ever thrown at a game?
It is. I've hit it a few times this year, but that is the hardest so far.
96. Is your goal 100 one day?
It is. That is the goal. If I do that, I think that's like the holy grail right there is 100.
So what goes into developing a harder throwing fastball? I'm sure a lot of weightlifting, but there's probably some technique with it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always had a stronger arm, but for me it was just I had to learn how to really use it and really get my body behind it and get into the shape where I was strong enough and like my body was able to really accept the force that throwing hard puts on the body. So for me, it was just cleaning up my mechanics, making them repeatable and aggressive, and just getting stronger with that.
And Tyler, this season, and even last 2 seasons as well, you've been very successful here, but especially this year near the tops in the PGCBL and a few statistical categories. What's been working for you this summer?
Just been getting a lot of barrels. I mean, just been kind of working on seeing more pitches and just hitting the ball hard, and it's been working pretty well. I mean, I had a pretty successful season at school, but I just wanted to carry that in and really just like seeing the numbers where they are, it helps me be even more successful. So I hope that continues for the rest of the summer.
Both of you guys back again for your second and third summer. I asked this question to Zach Strickland too, but I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are. What's the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team?
You know, I think this year's team, I think we all get along wonderfully. I think last year's team also got along great, but this year we've had a great group of guys that, you know, they want to come in. I think we all play the game the right way, and they bring a lot of different aspects to the game, and I think we all combine together really nicely and make a good program here.
And what's kind of led to that, like, extra level of closeness this summer? Because you guys really do seem to have a fun time, whether it's on some of the trips that we've had or on the bus rides.
I mean, I just think we got a great group of guys. I think you can ask TK. It's like, you know, we all just get along. We're always doing stuff together, where it's eating, working out. Like, I don't know, we just spend a lot of time together, and we just really grew close this year.
And I just lost my train of thought. Go ahead, actually.
It happens to the best of us, not a problem. So we went to Cooperstown last week. You played at Cooperstown back in the day, right?
Yeah, I did.
What was that experience like for you?
Honestly, it was probably the best week of baseball like I've ever experienced.
Because I heard you went, 14 for 28 or something like that?
I was like 26 for 34.
26 for 34, even better. I underestimated you.
You see why he has groupies now?
Yes, I can see why.
But that was probably the best week of baseball like I've ever experienced. I was so grateful to be able to play down there. It's an amazing experience.
And you had been to the Baseball Hall of Fame a few days before we went, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and what do you think it says about this organization and about the front office that you guys are going on trips to Cooperstown and going to games at Yankee Stadium?
You know, again, I just think it's a great program. It's a classy program. Like I said, the Henchies and the Wickhams, they really take good care of us, and I don't think you can find that anywhere else. Like, I mean, that's memories that, like, you know, some of us will never forget, especially the guys from like Georgia, you know, who've never seen New York City or even been to a Yankee game. It's just something you're never going to forget, and to do that with like some of your best friends, it's really awesome.
I've asked everyone this question since we are at a car show. What's your dream car?
I think for me, I'd have an AMG G-Wagon, blacked out.
Okay. Tyler?
I don't really have one, but he told me I had to come up with a different one from his. But I'd probably want a G-Wagon too, but I don't really know.
Is that the cool car at St. Bonaventure?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
There's a lot of them on campus. Really? Definitely.
Okay.
You guys planning on checking out some of the cars around here this morning?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some
probably
great
walk
cars out there, so we'll have to walk around and say hi to some people and see what we can see out there.
All right, well, when both you guys are in the MLB, you'll have a contract big enough to buy a G-Wagon. So
Let's hope so.
You'll have it one day. I'm
Yes, sir.
sure of it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Again, Tyler Germanowski and Tyler Kelder. We'll be back in just a few here.
Thanks for having us.